Today we're going to look at splits, and we'll start by showing some of the ideas of how we can prepare by warming up and stretching. Firstly, we'll carry out a pulse raiser, lasting a good 10 minutes. This will help to increase the heart rate whilst warming muscles and all other soft tissue around the joints. Once thoroughly warmed up, we can carry out a combination of static, dynamic, active and passive stretching. The first activity you see here is dynamic leg swings, which stretch the soft tissues via a progressive kick. You can use the back of a chair or something similar at waist. Aim to carry out 20 kicks on each leg, going forwards, backwards and sideways. The knee of the kicking leg should be pointing upwards and the standing leg fully locked out, maintaining good upper body posture throughout. After mobilising via leg swings, we move on to lunge work forwards and sideways. We gently start with dynamic lunges and then move on to deep static lunges. Next, you see static and dynamic shallow straddle Japana stretching. In this, we gradually move the legs wider into box splits. This helps to mobilise around the hip joints while stretching the glutes and hamstrings. As with any stretching, it's important to build up the intensity of the stretch gradually. In our right and left leg splits, we're looking for hips as square as possible, facing forwards down the line of the front leg, the kneecap of the front leg facing upwards with the back of the knee pressed into the floor. Back leg should be turned under so that kneecap is on the floor. For presentation, the shoulders should be square to the hips and slightly back and vertical. Arms and hands fully extended, with arms either extended out to sides, shoulder height, or down towards the floor. And lastly, chin slightly raised. Look out for twisted hips, back leg not fully turned under, gaps under the knee of the front leg and front leg turned inwards. If any of these occur, more stretching activities are required, with attention to detail being paramount. In our box splits, we're looking for a horizontal line through the feet, legs and hips. Legs and feet fully extended, with backs of knees pressed into the floor and kneecaps facing upwards. The hips should be fully turned underneath the body. For presentation, the upper body should be fully upright with arms, hands and fingers fully extended and placed on the floor in front. Look out for hips rolling forwards, upper body leaning forwards, kneecaps facing forwards and the general breaking of the horizontal line. If any of these occur, more stretching exercises are required and carried out in a thorough and precise manner. Once a good degree of flexibility is acquired in our splits, we can then progress to over-split stretching.